Alright lads, version 12.0 is here, and let's talk about it. And I'm not gonna lie lads, right off the start, I am not happy one bit. This is a very, very bad update. This update in general is a fat L, an embarrassment in my opinion. So let's talk about it, right? So before even going into this update, I was very happy about it, very excited to start farming this new piece of content into the game. And even though, you know, all the things that did get revealed in the last couple of days, that did lessen the hype, I was still going into it with a very happy mindset. But after seeing everything that's happened this morning, this is bad. This is very, very bad. So version 12.0, new bonus ability function has been added. Very cool concept, very cool idea, being able to add skills into characters, potentially making old characters better. But, good lord, did they flop it? We talked about it yesterday. The skills that they did add onto it aren't the best. There's definitely good skills in there, and there definitely could have been better skills to be added. You know, adrenaline, long reach, flurry, frenzy. I know some people would say that's a bit too OP or a bit imbalanced or stuff like that, but it doesn't really matter. Every character coming out nowadays does have flurry and frenzy, so me being able to add frenzy onto someone like 1000 Year Blower Yachiru isn't going to stop me from summoning for these new characters. So I really don't like how they did this one, but it's still okay with the idea that you can get some pretty good skills, and I was looking forward to it. I'm still going to be maxing out my characters, trying to get these characters, you know, max things started 2020, but, you know, even then with the grind that it takes, and then now what we found out this morning that you can't do 5 times runs, which we'll talk about in a minute, it's just mad. It's just mad. So, a cool concept, but they kind of flopped out in it. There's definitely things they could have done to make it better. And then they do mention here, we have the new quest type, the Inheritance Trials. Really do like this as well. I was playing with my guild this morning. It is not too hard, but it is quite challenging. I do actually like the idea. Obviously, now you can use any character you want. You're not forced to use links or characters, at least just yet. So, I kind of like the idea of this quest type, and it does encourage you to bring characters with status augments, although it's not needed. If you and your teammates have full max transcendent characters, then you don't need to really require all too much on the status augments. You can just go in with brute force and pretty much beat it. However, the problem with this, and I'm sure you all realize this now, is that one, it is time gated, so I thought you click on this right here. Single player quests you can only do 5 times a day, and the drop rate for those single player quests isn't even that good. You get around 8 to 16 drops a run. That is terrible. For the fact that they're limiting it to 5 times a day, you would think that they'd give at least like maybe 30. I don't know, like per quest. Like it seems reasonable, right? Especially if they are limiting it. It's really, really stupid. It's like giving us IZ and then you're limiting it to 5 times a day, but you don't even give us an increased drop rate. Very disappointed with that. In addition to that, obviously the fact that it is actually time gated, where you have to play at certain times. You can't play when you want to. And because of that, I was going to be under the impression that, you know, at least the drop rate would be good. The drop rate for these super links or potions seem quite reasonable. It's similar to the normal IZ, right? And you do require less of those super links or potions compared to IZ. But the kicker and the disrespect from Klab is that we can't do 5 times runs. Are you mad? Me and my guild farmed for 2 hours and got around 400 potions. That's not even enough to... I don't even know how many slots that can do, but you need like 3,000 of these to max links at one character to get them to 2020. So you're telling me I have to play for 12 plus hours to max one character? That is rude. It is disrespecting our time, and it needs to change. Honestly, this isn't 2015. Right? I don't know why they're adding stuff into the game and not giving us 5 times run. That's disrespectful, it's disgusting, and it's not even worth it now. Honestly, I know a lot of people were discouraged by the fact that the skill list wasn't that good, myself included, but I was still going to farm it, and I still am going to farm it. Don't get me wrong, I'm still excited to farm the game. But with the idea that I kind of wanted to max a lot of characters, like, I'm going to have to no-life this game at certain times, like potentially wake up at 4 in the morning just to get 400 pots. Like, this honestly should be 5 times runs. It makes no sense why it isn't, and they need to change it, and the sad thing is, they're probably not going to change it. That's the thing, right? So, this is what really does suck. Like, it's a cool quest, the quest was fun, I had fun playing it, I'm going to have fun playing it, but the idea that if you do around 2-minute runs, right, and you play for 2 hours, you're going to end up getting around 400 pots. Meaning that if you play for the 2 hours of every single session for one day, you won't even be able to have enough time to max one character. Like, it's absolutely terrible, and I hope that we make our voice clear, right? We need to make sure Klab know that this is not acceptable, right? They are going to doing a live stream in 2 days, and I don't encourage like a witch mob against Klab, but we have to make sure they know this is not right. This needs to change. There is no way in hell, like, with the skills that they're giving us, it just doesn't warrant it. And that's also not including the fact that it's going to take like 12 hours of farming Inheritance Trials just to get enough super link slot potions for one character. Then you also have to farm 7,500 droplets, and then you also need to farm like 6,000 link slots. So This is just, it's just bad. It just doesn't make sense. It's very, very annoying, and this is what's ruined the update for me. Like, there's other things too, you know, link swap potions right now, the link swap characters, the +5 skills, are not working in the current IZ. Obviously, that is a bug that they will fix, but come on, Klab, that is absolutely terrible, and it's not right, honestly. But on a side note, there is one good thing coming out into the game at the end of the month, which I think is quite exciting, is that they are actually changing the stuff that you get when you do pull a 5-star, right? So as you can see here, before, if you pulled like a 3 or 4-star character, you would get EXP crystals. If you pulled a 5-star character, originally what you would get is large EXP crystals. Now, what you are going to get if you pull a 5-star dupe, and keep in mind, this is just pulling a 5-star from the summons, right? Not tickets, just actual orb summons. You actually are going to be getting a summon medal. Now, they do mention 6-star characters, but you actually can't pull 6-star characters in the game. I think this is more so just a placeholder, because in the past they did actually allow for you to pull 6-star characters. So this is actually really nice. If you pull a 5-star character, whether it's good or bad, you're now going to get summon medals, and then you can use those summon medals to potentially exchange 5-star summon tickets or power-up materials. Now, whether this shop, whenever it does come out potentially next month, if it's good or bad, it really doesn't matter. It's just an extra way to get a 5-star character, right? It could be a new character. Now, it doesn't mention 5-star characters, it just mentions summon tickets, but what I would really appreciate is that this shop, similar to what they have in the Dokkan system and One Piece Treasure Cruise, they allow us to buy old resurrected characters. If they did that, that would be a very, very good system, and in certain cases, it would actually encourage you to pull in certain banners just to get dupes. So you can then exchange those tickets or summon medals to then buy a character, maybe get some more orbs, maybe get a new character, maybe even get a good link. So this is a very good thing. I know some people are complaining saying, oh, it took them 5 years, but it don't matter how long it took them. The fact that it is coming is a nice thing, right? Especially because I didn't expect it. Honestly, I didn't expect it, so I'm happy about that. That's one good thing they're doing. They're probably going to butcher that too, but at least it's something good. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. In this update, they also changed the equipment screen just to show that a certain character doesn't have fully equipped equipment or accessories. Pretty cool, nice quality life update, can't really complain about that. And then they also changed the resurrection ring drop rate, so that's okay. I mean, that's actually very good. We needed that because it's terrible right now. The drop rate's very, very bad. It's almost not worth doing until it is double resurrection ring drops. So let's actually test out. Alright, so I just did a 5x run. Let's see what we actually do get. And we got one. I mean, it's slightly easier, so you know what? Even if it doesn't really feel like they made a difference, the rate increase is still there, right? So I can't really complain all too much, so it's whatever. But that being said, lads, that was the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it, just going over this update. It was a slight rant, but, you know, it had to be said. Normally, I don't complain about what Klab do. I always like to see the good thing in things, but there's nothing good about this update. If I'm being honest, there's nothing good about this update. Maybe the, you know, the medal exchange thing coming out with the potential 5 stars from getting dupes. That's very cool, but again, knowing Klab, they're probably going to botch that when that comes out sometime next month. So we'll have to see exactly how that's going to play out. But in the comments below, let me know what you guys think about this update. I'm sure most of you are disappointed like myself. Just use my comment section as a venting place for you to get out your anger at Klab, because you know they're not going to listen to you in the Discord server, right? So that being said, if you guys did enjoy the video, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. 挽回